Are you a home buyer wondering what is going to change for you with all of these real estate changes that you keep hearing about in the news? Well, I'm here to talk to you about what you will notice is different. Yes, for realtors, for real estate brokerages, and all the parties involved, there are a lot of differences, and it's putting a lot of hard work on everyone involved. But for you, the buyer, I want to talk to you about what you're going to notice. Number one, written buyer agreement prior to seeing homes. Whether you are going to tour homes virtually or in person, now a written buyer agreement is going to be required to be signed between you, the buyer, and the realtor that you're working with. That agreement might talk about the term of how long you're going to work with them, perhaps the compensation, and various other things. It might be a simple showing agreement. It might be a more extensive buyer agency agreement or buyer contract. And that will likely depend on the company you're working with and or the state that you are searching for a home, because some states already require those things. The other thing that you will notice is different is your realtor or real estate agent is going to be talking to you more about compensation. And when it comes time to write a purchase agreement to submit to buy the property, there will likely be language in there with respect to how the realtor is getting paid. Now, a lot of the news stories have said buyers are going to pay their own agents. Why should a seller have to pay the buyer's agent? Well, a lot of that is being peddled by the plaintiff's attorneys who don't know what they're talking about, and they think that a buyer would rather come out of their own pocket and pay their agent. Now, I recognize there are some of you that may be okay with doing that. If there's a really competitive situation, or if you're someone that has the money on hand, that might be okay. But for many of you don't want to pay your realtor directly out of your pocket, plus your closing cost credits, plus your down payments. And those of you in that boat, which is the majority, particularly with first-time buyers, you need to really make sure, more than ever, that you are working with a realtor and a real estate company that knows how to navigate this properly, knows how to write a contract in such a way that will make it easier for you to purchase it and take the financial burden off of you. Perhaps they'll ask the seller to pay it. We think that's going to be the most popular, and that's what we're seeing in one of the markets we're in that this already changed. They also may ask for a closing cost credit or a seller's concession to come back from the seller to go toward the fee that you owe to your agent. Or, as I said, you also could pay the agent. There's other different ways and combinations of each, but those are really the two biggest changes that you're going to notice. The written buyer agreement to see homes, and then more compensation talk and things being written into the contract. If you're working with a realtor and a company that knows how to navigate this, like our company, the realtors at Lamacchia Realty have been trained on parts of this for more than 10 years. They've had a significant amount of training on it since the fall of 2023. And one of the biggest reasons we're training on it is to make sure that you, the home buyer, don't have to carry the whole financial burden on your back. And we're talking about how to negotiate these things in and so on. So I hope that makes you feel more comfortable. Those are the two biggest differences that you're going to see. As I said, it's more important than ever that you work with a realtor who knows what they're doing, not just anyone that you bump into. I hope that makes sense. Good luck and happy home buying.